Solar farms are transforming how we power our lives. Today, they're everywhere, from vast rural expansions to rooftops in big cities. But did you know this seemingly modern phenomenon has roots stretching back to the early 1980s? And guess what? The story of the oldest solar farm in the US is absolutely fascinating. Stick with me as we uncover how a humble start on the Carrizo Plain paved the way for a solar boom. Now, this is where it all began, San Luis Obispo County, California, back in 1983. That's when ARCO, the Atlantic Richfield Oil Company, built the Carrizo Plain solar power plant. Yeah, you heard that right. A major oil company was behind this groundbreaking renewable energy project. The Carrizo Plain site became the very first large-scale solar power farm in the U.S. This solar farm was a response to the energy crisis of the late 1970s. At its launch, it was an ambitious experiment, a field of cutting-edge panels harvesting the sun's energy. And it wasn't all smooth sailing. Unfortunately, a technical flaw in the solar panels caused efficiency to drop. By the early 90s, the technology wasn't keeping up with its promise. The plant was shut down in 1994 and later dismantled. But here's the incredible part. This wasn't the end of the story for the Carrizo Plain site. Instead, it was the beginning of something much bigger. Fast forward to 2011, a time when government incentives like the investment tax credit started making solar projects more feasible. The site of the old Carrizo farm was reborn as the Topaz Solar Farm. It opened in 2014 and has since become one of the largest solar farms in the United States. Today, Topaz has the capacity to power 180,000 homes with its 550 megawatts of clean power. This is the beauty of renewable energy. What began as an experiment with limited success laid the foundation for a thriving industry. The solar technologies that failed in the 80s inspired better designs, smarter approaches, and, eventually, massive government backing. Back in the 1980s, pioneers like the Carrizo project didn't have the benefits of modern incentives. Policies like the investment tax credit have made it possible for developers to afford large-scale solar farms. These credits reduce construction costs by as much as 30%. In addition to that, state and local incentives and solar farms became economically viable on a massive scale. From less than 10 projects per year in the early 2000s to more than 300 projects per year at the height of solar's boom, we've come a very long way. The industry continues ramping up, with solar becoming the fastest growing source of electricity generation in the US. Whether it's rural farms or urban rooftops, solar energy is leading the charge toward a cleaner and smarter future. Companies like LandGate provide solar index scores for property owners and landowners that are interested in renewable energy development. LandApp has become the best property data tool, granting access to those valuable risk and value index scores to show whether a solar, wind, data center, or energy storage site is feasible. If you're interested in learning more about the history and technology of solar energy, check out our other videos related to solar. And make sure to hit the subscribe button and comment your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.